If you've ever tried to cool a room in the middle of summer with a traditional portable AC unit, you might relate to some of these problems. Noise levels, constant drainage, the size and orientation of the window that you're installing this, how are you going to get that hot air out and the cool air in? And of course, you don't want to spend thousands of dollars on a mini split or a central AC system. Well, in today's video, we're going to be discussing the Dreo 740S. This is a 14,000 BTU portable air conditioner that is super capable, and we're going to show you what sets this apart from its competition. So we're going to show you noise levels, power consumption, installation flexibility, and ultimately just find out if this is a practical and affordable unit for the end user. So with that, let's jump right into it. So right away, something that I noticed with the Dreo 740 is its maneuverability. So we're able to move this in any direction because it has 4 oscillating wheels that can go any direction, meaning you can't just move it forward and have to turn this way. You can move it any way you want. And it also has these ergonomic handles. This unit is also very lightweight, so if you do need to pick it up and move it into a vehicle or into your camper or whatever, it is very manageable in terms of weight. Aesthetically, this unit is just really pleasing to look at. It's very modern. And one thing that I really like about this unit is it has a really modern looking remote. It almost looks like an Apple TV remote, very sleek design. And it has a magnetic remote control holder right there, which is super cool. It's not going to fall off, and easy storage. And then if you want to bring this over to your couch or whatever and keep it there, you can as well. All right, so let's talk about the 3 things that really separate the Dreo 740S from its competition. The first is the inverter technology as well as the dual hose design that this unit has. So what that means is the inverter compressor is completely variable speed. So you're not going to get that jolt when the compressor turns on like a traditional AC. It makes that loud noise. This has a slow start, meaning it's much quieter, and it has the ability to fluctuate depending on the demand of how much cooling you need at any given time. Whereas a traditional AC is going to kick on, run full blast at full speed, and then kick off and cycle on and off. This unit is not going to do that. It means it's going to be more efficient, it's going to save you money, it's going to be quieter, and it's just going to perform better. It's going to condition the space and keep it the same temperature that you have it set to all the time. Now, the dual hose system is really advantageous as well. A lot of these portable ACs have a one hose design, meaning it's pulling air from the inside of the space and spitting out hotter air into the atmosphere. But what can happen is it can create a negative pressure and pull hot air from outside in any gaps that it can find, whether it's by an outlet, by a door, by a window opening. It'll pull all of that hot air, making it kind of work against itself almost. Whereas this 2-hose design that the 740S means it's pulling warm air from outside, fresh air, it's conditioning it, and then it's spitting out the exhaust, which means it will not create that negative pressure. Number 2 that sets this unit apart is the drainage-free design. A lot of these portable AC units, you actually have to drain them or run a tube outside, whereas this is specifically designed to be a drainage-free system, taking that step completely out of the scenario and making it much easier for the end user. Okay, so before we get into the testing of this unit and showing the decibel count, I just want to show you what comes in this box and just how easy this is to install. So we have a really nice installation guide that has a QR code that you can scan up here at the top, and it's just really easy to follow and to install. You can tell that Dreo has a really nice customer support setup. So we have this, we have the user guide. These are the brackets that will go into our window, and then of course we have our 2 hoses that will attach here and here. All right, so we have both of these put in place. Now, at this point, you could put this adhesive on here if you wanted to. And then it also has these 2 different ones. So depending on the length, how tall your window is or how wide, it has all of the panels to fit, so you don't have to cut anything. So we just took this smaller one out and put this one in, and everything fits perfectly fine. All right, so at this point, all we need to do is put our hoses on, and these are both the same, which make this really, really simple. So we simply start at the top here. We're gonna slide it down into these grooves, and then it will just snap into place, and it's literally that easy. That's a really cool design by Dreo. And then this one we're gonna slide in from the right side, and same thing, it'll just snap into place, and it is that easy. And now all we're gonna do is orient our window unit how we want it. And we're just going to pull these. They're kind of like an accordion. Just get as much length as we need here. And we can suck this up as close to this wall as possible. All right, there we have it. So you can see both of these we ended up putting inside the window, so inside of this sash. And so this is really durable. It's not gonna go anywhere. And I love the fact that this actually clips into that there. And the kit also comes with this non-adhesive insulation that you can stuff inside of this gap here to prevent any bugs or anything from getting in. So this unit is completely done and ready to fire up. I love the design of this. Again, not creating a negative draft, and you have the versatility of being able to use this on a vertical window or a horizontal one. So let's get this plugged in and see how it works. All right, folks, we have everything plugged in, so let's power this bad boy up and see what we got. Check it out. We have a beautiful display up here on the front. I love that. We're set to cooling mode already. We're set to the lowest setting, which is 61. So we're gonna let the compressor ramp up here. And just for reference, currently it is 71 degrees here in the garage. So we're gonna take our thermometer and place this here and see what our measurement gets out of the supply. And then we'll do our decibel reading and see how loud this unit is. Okay, we noticed a little bit of compressor noise when that compressor first kicked on, but again, it wasn't that same jolt that you will traditionally hear on a regular window unit or a regular portable unit. So very minimal. You saw while it was ramping up, it was about 54, and it didn't even go up with that compressor noise. So let's just show what it's showing now that it's actively cooling. So about 55 decibels. That's still very impressive in terms of the quiet level. This is just, it sounds like a fan blowing, and it is actively spitting out 58-degree air. We're actively cooling. Traditionally, you want to get a 20-degree split between return temperature and supply. And again, we're getting, it's saying 72 degrees in here now. So 62, 52 would be 20 degrees. Anything below that is amazing. At or below that, really. So we're rapidly decelerating here, so it's really cooling this air down, pulling the heat out rather of this building and spitting it out of that tube, pulling fresh air in from the other one. Now, while we're letting this temperature lower as this evaporator coil gets cooled off, I just want to talk about window orientation. So this is a beautiful setup for an RV. If you want to supplement your air conditioner on your RV, if it's an older one, you can easily put this in the window of an RV, those sliding ones that go left and right. You can put this in a horizontal window that you have in your home, in your workshop, in your garage. The versatility of this is really quite awesome, and I love how it's designed. We just heard our compressor ramp up. This is, again, telling you that this is completely variable speed. So if this knows we're trying to get down to 61 degrees from 72, we have a lot of work to do, it's gonna start really cranking the cold air out. We can see we're below or above rather that 20-degree split. We're spitting out 48-degree air, which is really impressive. And again, the return air is 72. Now, if we have this bumped up to say 70 degrees, we'll notice that compressor will slowly ramp down and it will not be as aggressive because it's just trying to maintain a certain temperature. All right, guys, so to give us a little bit of further demonstration of how much heat this is pulling out, check this out. We're spitting out 40-degree air. That's like a 30-degree split. So it's really removing the heat from this building actively. Let's check out our thing here. I let that go to sleep. Check it out. We're already 69 degrees and going down. And it's only been like 10 minutes that we've had this running, but check this out. So on this screen, You can see that right tube is expelling tons of heat. It's showing about 43 degrees Celsius, so whatever that is in Fahrenheit, but obviously it's way hotter than this one over here because it's expelling the heat from this space and it's ejecting it outside. Now that goes to show what we said earlier in the video. If we didn't have this other tube to pull cold air from outside, even if it's 100 degrees outside, it's going to be colder than what's being dispelled out of this tube. If we didn't have this one, we just had this one, it's going to be pulling air from every little crevice, like these little things here, from my garage door, from my other windows here. It's going to be pulling all that heat in through all of those places instead of pulling it right here. And this is just a much better design, and again, doesn't create that negative pressure. Pretty cool. All right, so one last test that I thought would be really cool to do is show exactly how many watts this unit is pulling, and if we can power it with this Jackery 3600 Pro Max. We have a separate dedicated video that's coming out in about a week on this unit. Really impressive unit, so I don't think this is going to have an issue powering it. As you can see, we're at 100%, so we're gonna turn on our AC power, and then we'll grab our remote and turn on our unit. All right, so let's power this up. We're gonna go to 66 degrees. We're on cooling, and let's see what happens here. All right, so we've got 392, 400 watts. We can hear that compressor kicking on. $470, $480. So really low power consumption for this 14,000 BTU unit. I think we underestimate how much capability this unit really has. 14,000 BTUs is like, what, 1.5 ton, something like that. So you can condition a good size space with this unit. It's a very capable machine. So we're at about 600. And this 3600 has a large surge capacity, but that's the beauty. This demonstrates nicely how this has the inverter technology that slowly ramps up. It's not gonna give you that huge spike of energy with a traditional unit, so very energy conservative. So that proves that. We could run this at a steady rate for about 5 hours, which is pretty impressive. So if we needed to cool down a space, a camper, or whatever, we could easily do that with this Jackery 3600. You can do that with many other power stations, but I just wanted to show it to you with the Jackery 3600. 45 degrees, man, that feels good. Well, folks, it's undeniable that the Dreo 740S has some features that many of the other brands simply do not have. The dual hose design, the magnetic remote, the inverter technology, the maintenance-free design of the condensate drain, as well as the ability to run this with a portable power station, which makes it super versatile. So if you're looking for a portable AC unit this summer, make sure and check out the link in the video description where you can find the best deal for the Dreo 740S. Now, something I want to briefly mention that a lot of people don't realize they have the capability of doing as a homeowner with our AC system. We have the ability to go to a website and purchase refrigerant and have it shipped right to our door as a DIYer and save thousands of dollars. The resource that allows us to do that is abilityrefrigerants.com. It is an online resource where you can find 454B, R32, 410A, R22, all of these different refrigerants in small containers, and you can have it shipped right to your door. So make sure and check out abilityrefrigerants.com and they can get you taken care of. Until next time, you guys be safe. Later.